Apparently, since we were first informed about the budget, we were looking at roughly a 60, slightly more than 60 cents tax rate. I hope I'm speaking loud enough that you can hear me better than I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
All right. We have progressed through the procedure and we come up with a tax rate of 64 cents. I assume that's correct. All right, we have a tax rate of 64%, or 64 cents on the $100. I am not budget wise to the extent that I can look at this information and tell how we got from the 60 cents up to the 64 cents. What I would like for you to do is to read me from the minutes of the meeting where it became necessary for the rate to rise from roughly 60 cents to 64 cents. 64 cents is the biggest tax rate rise that we have had in several years. The history of Gates County has been 2 points a year, 2 points a year, 2 points a year. And here we are in the face of destitution, economically speaking, and we're going up on a tax rate 4 points. That is not quite in keeping with the circumstances that we're facing. I was here in 1930. I was 12 years old. And I lived through the Depression. And for those of you that were not here for that period of time, you know when it got over with? It got over with in 1941. And a lot of us, 5 in my family, got the greetings from Uncle Sam. Fortunately, we all came back. But that's how long it took for us to come out of the Depression times of 1930. I'm not a prophet of doom, but I do feel like that in your budgeting process that you have been basically oblivious to the true circumstances of the economy. We have reevaluated the county at the peak of the bubble. The bubble is gone. Don't get the idea that we have found some newfound wealth. We haven't found anything. We found borrowing capacity. That's what we found. And my request to you is to tell us exactly how we got from the 60 cents to the 64 cents and how the voting went on your board to accomplish that objective.
Give me your name again.
Now, I'll have to.
What is your name again?
My name is John Willey.
John Willey. That's W-I-L-L-E-Y.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. First of all, Mr. Willey, the budget workshops were announced publicly. We held 2 workshops to come to what this budget tax assessment rate would be. In those workshops, we went through line item by line item and evaluated each one to see what needed to be increased or decreased. It was open to the public. No one came to that meeting. I think in one of those meetings, Director of the Department of Social Services came. So that was not done in seclusion. It was done according to the law, and the public was invited through the newspaper as well as the website. So as far as trying to go back and provide you the details, you're welcome to look at the minutes of those meetings and determine what had happened during that time. So, in answer to your question, the rate was already 62%. Revenue neutral, was it 60 cents? 60.8. 60.8. You have to keep in mind that our last rate was 97.5 cents. That includes the rate also for personal property. The 60 cents that we assessed this year would also lower your personal property tax rates. In other words, your automobiles and whatever, you're going to have a lower tax on those than you are going to have your real estate. So it works out in the end that you're still going to benefit from that. So I'm not sure that this 2% that you're talking about is really something that, you know, we're out of the norm of. You got any more comments on that?
Now, you prefer not to tell me what the additional appropriations are between here and yonder, or between today and last week, and which commissioners voted for. I suppose we'll have to resort to our weekly paper to find out how the board members voted.
The county manager's going to go over that point.
I did this at the beginning. Let me do it again. Okay. Can you hear me?
How's that?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Hear me. Okay. I'm going to explain where the 2 cent from 62 to 64. I want to explain to you where the appropriations are for the difference. Okay? Can you hear me? You follow me? No? Yes?
No, I don't.
No. Okay. Let's do this. Come on. Let me just show it to you. If you don't mind. That'd be the easiest way. Okay. 1 cent is going to the schools. Okay? $250 to the Red Cross, $6,000 to the governing board for travel and for employee bonuses. That is 1 cent. This here is the other cent. Okay? This is the difference, and that's going into the fund balance. Okay? That is the breakdown of this 2 cents.